After the last two, which have been strong to frightening, this is a race much lighter and more about subtleties. And so that makes it quite interesting from a navigator's perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. And so 100-footer, normally with sort of 15 knots of breeze, you guys are clicking along pretty fast. Does the lighter breeze mean that the tidal choices make more impact on the race? How does that work?
It does, but at the time that the breeze is lighter at the very beginning, the tide is with us, and then later on it looks like there should be enough breeze for us to be able to move. And interestingly, on the way back, with the wind direction, if the tide is with us, the sailing wind speed is less.
Right.
If the tide is against us, the sailing wind speed is higher. So actually, it might even out in some parts of the racetrack where, because you've got more sailing wind, if you've got 20 knots instead of 14, you're going to be going 3 or 4 knots faster.
Yes, it seems sort of illogical. You think when you've got the tide under you, but what it's actually doing is just taking all the breeze out of the
apparent wind speed.
Yeah, so you're getting less pressure. Fascinating. For you, what are going to be, without you being giving the game away, but what are going to be the critical tactical things with this weather pattern this time around, do you reckon?
The first thing is we should be fine with the tidal gates, so we should get past Portland Bill. And then there is a little front that's coming across the course on Saturday evening, and the timing of that is going to be quite important.
Right.
And it's going to happen in Lime Bay. So exactly when that happens, because if you head into the bay expecting the shift and you don't get the shift and you get to the shore, then you've made a big mistake.
Really cool.
So that's one subtlety. Mm-hmm. Then we have some decisions to make when we get to Land's End and which side of the TSS.
So traffic separation scheme, just tell us where that lies so that people understand
so to the southwest of England, there are 3 different traffic separation schemes, and we are prohibited from going into any of those.
Yes.
And then in the middle of that are the Scilly Isles.
Yep.
So it's a complicated part of the racetrack, and you're squeezed into little gaps which are 4 miles wide or less. Right. And so the decision about which gap to go through will be quite important. In this race, we're expecting that we're very much going for line honours, so it's blackjack and leopard. And so each boat, Scallywag, blackjack and leopard, have different points at which they might be slightly better. So not only are we making a decision based on the weather and the current, we're making a decision based on the other boats.
So this is tactical factors.
Yes.
Tactical and strategy that's not just about you and your boat. Yeah, that's interesting. And then when you get to the rock, what's it looking like coming back for you guys?
Well, on the way up to the rock, again, there are some quite subtle little shifts going on, and as to whether to go to the Irish coast or not, quite earlier than normal.
So when you're saying coming in off Cork, or sort of more that way in a bend,
a bit
or something?
further to the northeast than normal, potentially.
Yeah.
And then coming back, it's VMG downwind.
Okay.
But then again, the subtlety is picking the ley lines for those various TSSs.
Yes.
Because initially you're sailing to a shift in the Celtic Sea.
Yep.
And then as you head east, you're expecting some more shifts and the tidal change.
Yeah.
And so trying to get all that right is complicated. So
my goodness. And then you've got to get the last bit into Cherbourg as well, which is tricky too.
But hopefully we've got breeze, so that makes that a little more interesting. Cool. And sometime in the evening on the 29th, we hope.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's brilliant. Thanks, Will. Really appreciate that update. We'll be on the start line with you and look forward, hopefully, to seeing you in Cherbourg.
Yeah, see how we go. We've got a boat full of Aussies.
Yes,
so,
I know.
It's a pretty
and a boat that's really well tested lately too. That's great.
Yeah, they've done a lot of sailing.
A lot of work.
So the boat's going well.
Great. Good.
Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to seeing you at the end. Thanks.
Cheers.